Hello, Pasila. Hello, Serial. We waiting the game. Loading the game. Ya, halo Serial. Ya, aku juga orang Indo. Hehehe. Ini gamenya belum muncul ya, udah di running ya. Oke, kita tunggu ya. Main game apa bang? Main game RF Online next. Ya, ini udah running sih ya. Running game ya. Tapi masih muter-muter ya. Ada update kali ya. Oh, ini new version ya. Up to date. Coba di update ya. Oke, oke. Sepertinya harus di restart ya. Refresh. Setting. Bang, itu pasti mainnya agak susah sih. Enggak, kalau ini game santai ya, game casual. Mainnya gampang ini ya. Sepertinya ada update ini ya. General terus kemana ya? Ya, quit program, close and retrieve. Kita coba ulangi ya. Nah, ini udah diupdate ya. Kita run ya. Remote connection. Oh, ini ya. On ya, remote on. Dah ya. Oke, udah on ya. Oke, kita tunggu. Ntar ya, lagi ada update ya. Termuter-muter. Aduh, aduh. Nah, play game remotely from anywhere. Oke. Bang sendirian di sana? Iya, sendirian. Kita ulangi ya. Ah, kirain Roblox. Ya, bukan ya. Mirip-mirip Roblox itulah ya. Cuman ini temanya tema teknologi ya. Nah, ini nama gamenya ya. Bang pernah main FF nggak? Wah, nggak pernah ya. Belum pernah nginstal malah ya. FF kalau ada di PC aku install sih. Adanya di HP ya. Nah, ini dia servernya baru online ya. Nah, save bisa ya servernya. Aku mainnya Mobile Legend bang. Ya, kalau Mobile Legend pernah ya. Hero apa ya Mobile Legend ya? Lapu-lapu enak. Nah, ini lagi loading ya, loadingnya di sini nih. Nah, ini nih garis putih. Kalau tipe-tipe game PC kayak gini ya agak lama di awal. Nanti pas udah masukin gamenya udah enak. Nah, ini ya. Masih 10 tahun. Ya, harus bilang ya waktu belajar sama waktu main game. Nah, ini gamenya ya mirip Mobile Legends ya. Cara dengan Nika. Nah, misinya kemana nih? Kita teleport biar cepet ya.
You're back.
Nah, ini
Nice
dia.
work.
Nika
Thanks to you,
ireng.
I'll be making a nice cut from the Merc contracts. From here, we're launching an assault on Hellas's main base and shifting into a full-scale purge. They must know the tide has turned. Some of them are already fleeing. Kyrax Lab should be happy with this outcome. Looks like a nice bonus is coming our way. The job isn't over yet. The researchers who fled are looking for mercs. They seem to be searching for something. I'll send the coordinates. Go meet with the soldiers and researchers. The mercenary list has already been sent over, so they'll recognize you.
Nah, ini misinya nyari peneliti
Let's
yang
head to the
kabur ya.
coordinates Nika provided and meet the soldier.
Sherlock Parani. Nah ini lokasinya nih, 20 meter lagi nih.
You're not Hellas members, are you? Mercenaries? Your ID says Big Bass? A veteran mercenary. Yes, that's right. I'm a reconnaissance soldier for Kyrax. I was scouting the area for one of the researchers, but now all hell's broken loose. For now, it looks like most of the Hellas forces have retreated from this area. Now I need to get back to my original mission collecting tissue samples from the test subjects. The problem is, the area is swarming with beasts. Could you eliminate the ones nearby?
Something's off about these creatures.
Nah itu robot
I
AI
bet it
ya
has
itu
something
ya.
to do with the research going on here. Defeat the splinters and investigate them.
Kita kalahkan monster. Nah itu dia ultinya ya.
Something's definitely off with these beasts compared to the ones in other regions. Let's return to the soldier.
Great work. Did you notice anything unusual about the splinters? As I suspected, it seems the Kyrax researchers experimenting with them. I did find the test subject I was looking for, but it was already dead. I'll give you the location of the test subject. Can I ask you to collect a sample as well? Take the sample to the researcher. I'll send you her location.
I'll mark the sample's location. It's not too far.
Sherlock Parani, ayo. Sini ya lokasinya ya, dekat ya.
Just what kind of experiments were the Kyrax scientists running here? If we want to reach the researcher, we'll need to get rid of the vapors in the area.
Ya,
I think that's the
lanjut.
Kyrax researcher over there. Who are you? Ah, you must be a mercenary contracted by the lab. I've heard about your feats. They say both Hellas and the local beasts were no match for you. I envy you. If I had strength like yours, I wouldn't be suffering in this filthy place. This is... Oh, the test subject sample I requested from Magnus. Thank you. Judging by the color of the sample, it hasn't reached a dangerous stage yet. You could call this a seed of evolution. I can't go into much more detail than that. That aside, I'd like to secure a few more samples. Could you take down a few more beasts and investigate the
Peneliti
area?
yang kabur ya ini ya.
If you spot anything unusual, please collect it. There should be signs of the beasts regurgitating what they ate. These beasts seem a bit different from the splinters we saw earlier.
Monster singa bertanduk ini ya. Aktifkan skill pasif.
Skunk. It's definitely beast vomit, but I think there's blood mixed in. Thanks for retrieving all the samples for me. This should be enough to return to Kyrax laboratory. Come on now. I've already told you I can't explain in full detail. You're putting me in a difficult position. If you were under an exclusive contract with Kyrax Laboratory, maybe, but you're a temporary hire. Oh, are you heading to Kyrax Laboratory as well, mercenary? Alright then. Pay me a visit when you stop by Kyrax Laboratory. I'll make sure you'll get a front row seat to the upcoming experiments. Just one thing first. Can you please eliminate any beasts remaining in the vicinity? If by any chance the infec... I mean, if whatever is affecting the test subject spreads, it'd be a disaster. Are all Kyrax researchers like this? Kind of eccentric, aren't they? I've updated Big Base about the situation here. In the meantime, let's deal with these beasts.
Things aren't looking great on this end. We should probably hurry. How's it looking on your end? Collecting samples, huh? I've run into some researchers myself, and they all seemed a bit unhinged. I still don't know how this ties into the civilian kidnappings, but there's definitely something shady about them. Alright then, I'll share the coordinates. Let's regroup there. Hela's troops are gathering near Kyrax's lab. It's a big group, clearly their main forces. That doesn't mean the Accretion forces will lose though. That said, Kyrax's lab isn't invulnerable. We need to act fast. You move quick. Kyrax's laboratory is just up this hill. There's something you need to know. Good news, bad news, and strange news. First, the strange news. There seems to be an issue inside the lab. Apparently, the security systems are attacking authorized personnel, possibly a result of Hela's hacking into the system. It's unclear why, but right now, it's actually safer for those without clearance. That means we're the only ones able to enter the lab. Lucky for us, isn't it? Now for the bad news, formal entry into the lab is practically impossible. It's not just Hela's they're keeping out, the guards at the main entrance are restricting entry for everyone. According to them, only people willing to be test subjects can go inside. That must have been sarcasm, right? Lastly, the good news, the lab's guards are completely preoccupied with Hela's. From this distance, we can take my airship and land undetected on the lab's rooftop. Got all that? Sometimes the boldest plan is the right one. What? Something's not right. It's far too quiet. Is no one here? I would have thought that some people would have taken cover on the rooftop with all the security issues. Don't relax just yet. We could be in for some action. No telling what could jump out. Let's proceed silently. Oh hell. What are those monsters? What the hell is going on in this lab? What was that monster? Isn't this lab supposed to be solely focused on researching body mechanization? Samples from the beasts from Scatty Vale? Have these mad scientists created zombies or something? Let's head inside. How many of these things are there? It's not just Hellas we have to deal with. I'll go look for the control room. We need to reset the security system ASAP. You go to the right and check if there are any survivors.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought the monsters had made it this far. Did you come to rescue us? The power suddenly went out, and then the monsters showed up. Even the security systems went down, so escaping the lab wasn't an option. Just where did those monsters even come from? The person in charge? Director Miranda is further in, but we really should escape as quickly as possible. Can't you meet with the director later? Can't you just come with us?
Let's focus on finding Director Miranda first. Mercenaries? How did you enter this place? The lab is on lockdown. Wait, you're the mercenaries Weiss mentioned. I heard about your help in Scatty Vale, but unauthorized entry is still... Well, all right. I guess it can't be helped. Right now, the security system has been shut down as a result of external hacking. The hacking itself must have been the work of Hellas, but because of the internal security breach, the lab's test subjects have escaped. The circumstances are dire, but the research data cannot be abandoned. The data must be...
Wah, monster apa ini ya?
That monster? That thing looks even more dangerous than the ones we saw in the lobby earlier. Be careful.
Wah, darah sendiri. Wah, ada zombie nih. Banyak koyokan ini.
That thing. There were no reports of such a test subject. How could that? Oh, you saved my life. Thank you. I don't know either. How did a monster like that get here? That area is sealed off, so it couldn't have come from somewhere else. But as far as I know, that's an unused section of the lab. Wait! I'm detecting an arcane core signal. Let's check inside. Let me scan this laboratory first. Is that? It's an arcane core. Let's take it. This is one of the cores the Karens stole from Bellado City. If it ended up here, does that mean Kyrax laboratory is connected to the Karens? Looks like this laboratory was harnessing the arcane core's energy for their research. This residue, it's similar to the altered tissue from those creatures outside the lab. This is already the third time. We found similar traces at Anikade Research Complex. It seems like the contamination at Anikade Research Complex could be linked to this place. Let's ask Miranda about what's going on here. We need to find out if she truly doesn't know, or if she's been turning a blind eye.
Was that the last of them? Are all the monsters gone? I never thought anything like this could happen inside the research facility. Arcane core? What? No, I didn't even know such a project existed. Whatever it is, it was clearly highly classified. I'm the director, and even I didn't have the clearance to know. This couldn't have been the actions of just one or two researchers. It must have been an organized effort. This is a matter of great severity. This could escalate into a diplomatic issue with Bellato. What happened within the lab is truly unfortunate, and I am grateful for your intervention in resolving it. However, you mustn't leave just yet. Please don't worry. You saved our lives after all. It's just that certain procedures must be followed. I will do my best to resolve this as smoothly as possible. Please come with me to Akveron. I'd like you to act as a liaison with Bellato.
It's pure chaos. I came across monsters unlike anything I've ever seen. What about you? Looked like you were speaking with the director. The lab director claims to know nothing about those monsters, and you believe that? If you think she's telling the truth, well, okay. Over there, I came across something pretty serious. I found civilians in a secret room within the lab. After checking a few of their identities, it turns out they were missing persons from Bellato. There were also some whose identities couldn't be confirmed. They're likely Accretion civilians. Something was done to them, they were completely out of it. Once they came to, they couldn't remember why or how they ended up here. We'd better tell Stan about this. But then again, what can our boss do about it? This is an international issue, right? So, the lab director asked to go with you to Akveron. Taking this directly to Bellato would definitely be a cause for war. I'll come along, but I'm not flying on an Accretion ship. I'll use my own. It's going to be a long trip, so get everything you need ready now.
I suppose we'll need to return the arcane core to Arca, like before? Sitspera was on standby for communication. I contacted him when we got the core.
I heard the news. You've retrieved another arcane core. You really know how to deliver, don't you? Arca is going to be happy about this. There's a gate near you that connects to Arca. Just follow the rover.
You found a new arcane core. The core will be added to the system. The arcane network's functions have been partially unlocked. However, it's still insufficient to control the Holy Stone Keeper. There are more groups out there misusing the arcane cores, just as they did here. When dealing with the arcane cores, you'd best be wary of their powers.
It's pure chaos. I came across monsters unlike anything I've ever seen. What about you? Looked like you were speaking with the director. The lab director claims to know nothing about those monsters, and you believe that? If you think she's telling the truth, well, okay. Over there, I came across something pretty serious. I found civilians in a secret room within the lab. After checking a few of their identities, it turns out they were missing persons from Bellato. There were also some whose identities couldn't be confirmed. They're likely Accretion civilians. Something was done to them, they were completely out of it. Once they came to, they couldn't remember why or how they ended up here. We'd better tell Stan about this. But then again, what can our boss do about it? This is an international issue, right? So, the lab director asked to go with you to Agveran. Taking this directly to Bellato would definitely be a cause for war. I'll come along, but I'm not flying on an Accretion ship. I'll use my own. It's going to be a long trip, so get everything you need ready now.
I suppose we'll need to return the arcane core to Arca, like before? Sitspera was on standby for communication. I contacted him when we got the core.
I heard the news. You've retrieved another arcane core. You really know how to deliver, don't you? Arca is going to be happy about this. There's a gate near you that connects to Arca. Just follow the rover.
You found a new arcane core. The core will be added to the system. The arcane network's functions have been partially unlocked. However, it's still insufficient to control the Holy Stone Keeper. There are more groups out there misusing the arcane cores, just as they did here. When dealing with the arcane cores, you'd best be wary of their powers. Your signal cut out again. Did you go see Arca? I was tracking your location in real time, but you didn't register anywhere on Novus. Was it Arca interfering with the tracking? Or were you in a completely different dimension? I guess we'll figure it out eventually. Big Base is waiting. Let's hurry.
So we're off to Akveran, aren't we? Miranda's already aboard. I've already informed Stan. The boss man will be monitoring our communications closely. Connect with him immediately if needed. If you're ready, let's depart.
I assume this is your first visit to Akveran? You'll be meeting Commander Macpherson here. He is a high-ranking officer overseeing Akveran's forces. Compared to other high-ranking officials in Akveran, he's fairly reasonable. I've already informed him about what happened at Kyrax. I need to report our arrival to Commander Macpherson, so please wait nearby for a moment.
Akveran is the capital of Akresha. Even during my Supreme Mercenaries days, I never had the chance to come here. Hold on. I see some soldiers coming this way. They look tense. What's going on?
You there. All visitors to Akveran are subject to inspection. We ask for your cooperation during this identity check. Ship, unregistered. Biosuit, unregistered. Citizenship, unregistered. Biometrics, unregistered. Practically a gang of armed thugs. Neutralize them and place them under arrest.
What the hell's going on? If we're arrested as illegal immigrants, we're done for. Should we make a run for it?
Wait, cease fire. That's Director Miranda from Kyrax Laboratory. Director Miranda, please come this way.
Stop! Stop it right now! I look away for one moment. This person is Commander Macpherson's guest. I will personally vouch for her identity. This individual has an appointment with Commander Macpherson, so please step aside. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I thought Commander Macpherson would be waiting for us. I'll handle the guards here. You can meet him now. He's already aware of the situation. Go on inside.
You're the Bellotto mercenary Miranda spoke of. Tell me your name. All right, I'm Macpherson. We're short on time. I'll get straight to the point. I want to establish an agreement with Bellotto. I'd like your help. Your biosuit must have recorded everything that happened in the lab. The victims of the bio-experiments weren't just abducted Bellotto civilians, as you've seen. Akresha never condoned civilian kidnappings or biological experiments. A covert group known as Overmind is responsible. And if we go by the timeline, Akreshan civilians were abducted first. I have been chasing their shadows for a long time. They are a shared enemy between us, perpetrating abductions and unethical bio-experiments on an international scale. It's imperative that we work together. I'll overlook the fact that you entered Akresha illegally. In fact, I'll vouch for your identity. You just need to complete the bio-verification. We'll handle the repatriation of the abducted Bellotto civilians. We'll even provide exploration gear and research data on the infected specimens. There's only one thing I want. An unofficial agreement to prevent this incident from escalating into a national conflict. You entered Akresha on a special mission. You're clearly no ordinary mercenary. It's evident you're connected to someone high-ranking in Bellotto. Set up a line of communication between us.
Is this okay? Stan is already standing by to extract us.
You've reached out from a very distant and dangerous location. Big Base briefed me on the general situation. Is this a request for rescue? Macpherson, are you referring to the commander of the bypass line? I'll hear the details directly from Macpherson.
I've set up a bypass line between Macpherson and Stan. In the meantime, let's use the terminal to complete biometric authentication and get Akreshan clearance. Akveran truly lives up to its reputation as a city of machines. After bio-verification, you'll eventually receive a temporary citizenship ID. Let's return to Macpherson. It looks like the conversation is finished.
Is your bio-verification all done? I just finished my conversation as well. Fortunately, the talk went well thanks to your help. Stan Morris, huh? Your connections go much higher up than I expected. To be honest, I expected we'd have to climb a few steps up the chain to have a proper discussion. I misjudged you. I'll admit you've earned my respect. From now on, you're officially registered as a mercenary of Akresha. Not only will you be able to travel freely, but you'll also have no issues taking on faction quests. Listen closely. We'll continue to pursue Overmind. But we've only just managed to spot their trail. It's going to take a long time. The Bellotto civilians will be transported under our care. I hear Bellotto is about to investigate an area they're calling the Infected Lands. The infected organisms there may be similar in some ways to the ones from the lab. We'll provide an infection detector we researched and developed. It's a shame that we couldn't have a proper discussion due to the circumstances. Another opportunity will surely come around.
You should say your goodbyes to Miranda before leaving.
Looks like things went well. I'll just be happy to know what we can learn about the infected lands. This is about as far as I can assist you for the moment. Needless to say, research on the infected will continue. If you ever need help, feel free to contact me. You're always welcome at Kyrax Laboratory.
Done with everything? Get to the airship. We can't afford such luxuries, are we? I've heard the entire Dorian Forest is overrun with infected. You'll need to head there too. I can take you as far as Dorian Forest border, but from there, we'll have to part ways. Stan sent a new mission. It's related to cooperation with Akresha. I've got the airship running, so board it when you're ready. This is Bellato territory, so you should be able to move freely from here. So this is goodbye. Maybe our paths will cross again someday. Take care out there.
Ah, you've arrived. I've been waiting since I got your message. You've come a long way, haven't you? I've been here the whole time. It wasn't too hard. All I had to do was deal with the occasional gang wandering around. Since the midpoint between Bellato City and the mining zone is considered a key defensive location, they don't have a lot of forces to spare. Anyway, just use the hyperline over there if you...
I see Javier.
It's been a while. How did it go in Akresha? I heard you and Macpherson connected with someone in Akresha. Looks like you've come a long way. You're a real mercenary now. I've led the Supreme Mercenaries in the mining war under the banner of Bellato. Console for the region data from the advance party, and then go see Aquil.